In this video, I'm going to be going over my pros and cons on the new Samsung Galaxy A35 5G. Stay tuned. What's up, Tech Gang? Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Hopefully everyone is safe out there. We have the brand new Galaxy A35 right here. And I've been using this device for a few days now. I've been playing around with it, this and the Galaxy A55, and I think it's time to finally give you guys my pros and cons on the A35 5G. And in this video, I'm going to be letting you guys know some things I like about this device and of course some things I really do not like about this device. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start off with the pros first. So let's get straight into it. Alright guys, so my first pro about the Galaxy A35 5G has to be its big, beautiful display. We have a 6.6 inch display on here, Super AMOLED display, 120 Hertz refresh rate on here, so very, very nice quality display on here. And when you're on YouTube, if you're watching a video that is capable of HDR, you guys can actually watch HDR videos on here and 2160p videos downscaled. So I really do like this display in here. It's really, really decent. I feel like the only thing that's not great about this display is the thicker bezels on here, but that's definitely something you can expect with the lower end A series devices. Also, as far as the display's brightness, we do have 1000 nits peak brightness on the A35, so if you guys take this in direct sunlight, you guys are going to have no issues using this in direct sunlight. Our second pro on this device is going to be that we have some really, really decent speakers on here. I haven't heard any tin on this device, been using it for a few days, been watching videos, listening to music, all that type of stuff, and as far as the speakers go, they're very, very crisp, they're very clean, and we have no tin. So as far as the quality goes, very, very decent quality for a sub $400 device, maybe a little bit more than $400 device after tax and everything, but very, very good speaker quality on these. Now our third pro on the Galaxy A35 is going to be, of course, we have Android 14 out of the box, but we also have UI 6.1. We're not using UI Core or anything like that, and we are actually promised 4 years of operating system updates and 5 years of security updates. So if you guys want to invest a little bit more money into a device around $400, this device is going to last you for years to come. So just think, in 2029, some people are still going to be using this device and it's going to be running decently still. So that's really nice to see. Of course, we don't have any of those crazy AI features on here, but really in actuality, not many people use them. I definitely don't. And personally, I've heard a lot of people don't use those features as well. So let me know what you guys think about those in the comment section down below. We may get some updates later on as far as the software goes for those features. But yeah, 4 years of OS updates and 5 years of security patches. Great to see it. My fourth pro on this device is going to be that we have an IP67 water and dust resistance on here, which is very, very surprising considering that usually for each phone it costs a company about $100 to get that certification. So it's really nice to see that on a phone of $400, and of course we get a little bit more protection for spills and stuff like that and drops in the water and sink and stuff like that. So it's really nice to see that we get that extra protection on here. Our fifth pro is going to be that we have an increase in chip performance. It's not going to be anything super, super major, but I feel like I can notice the difference between this and the Galaxy A34. As you guys know, last year's Galaxy A34, we had the Dimensity 1080 processor on that device, and this year we actually have the Exynos 1380, the same processor that was used in the Galaxy A54. It looks like it wasn't as efficient in battery life. They're kind of matched in that sense, but as far as like the performance in gaming and day-to-day tasks, this is definitely a little bit of a boost in a performance from that chipset. So really nice to see that little bump in performance on the Galaxy A35. And the sixth and last pro about the Galaxy A35 has to be the beautiful color lineup that we have from this year. Of course, this is the awesome lilac on here. We have ice blue, we have also black, and I think we have navy and maybe some else, but we have a really, really decent and beautiful color lineup this year. And if you guys did not notice as well, we actually do have that lilac accent going around the outside of the lens of each lens right here. So I really, really do like that. I definitely like the colors this year. They're really decent. And if you guys are picking up this phone, let me know what color you guys are thinking about picking up. So we have the pros out the way of the Galaxy A35, and we have just 2 cons on the Galaxy A35. So not too many cons. Very rarely I only have 2 cons on a device. They're very big cons, however. And the first one is going to be that this replaced the Galaxy A55, and I'm super salty about that. So that sucks. So for all of the people that were waiting for an update from the Galaxy A54, which of course is the A55, are now getting the A35 in the US. And as you guys know, the A34 or the A30 series hasn't been in the US for a very long time. So it really doesn't make sense in that sense. A lot of people, of course, are still going to pick up this device, but the majority of people wanting a mid-range A series device were the people that were wanting to go from the A54 to the A55. And with this device, of course, it has virtually the same specifications as the Galaxy A54. So we have the Exynos 1380, we have the same 120Hz display, Super AMOLED, pretty much all of the same specifications, other than, of course, we have a 6.6-inch display on here compared to last year's A54's 6.4-inch display. So for the people that are wanting to update from the A54, in good conscience, I can't tell you to upgrade to the A35, of course, it's pretty much the same phone. But for the people who want this device and don't have an A-series device or have a very low-end A-series device, of course I can recommend this, but of course that is the first con about this device. And of course the second con on this device, not too crazy, but it's not too much of an upgrade over the Galaxy A34. Of course we have that little processor boost from the Dimensity 1080 to the Exynos 1380, but it's not anything crazy as far as like the performance boost. You can definitely notice it if you're putting them side by side, and if you used the Galaxy A34 for an extensive amount of time, but as far as like the specifications, they're pretty much the same as last year's, other than the processor inside this phone. And of course, if you've had the base RAM on the A34, that may be a little different as well, but not too much of an upgrade over the Galaxy A34. But for most of the people in the United States, you guys haven't had an A34 or an A30 device. This is still going to be, I feel like, a pretty popular device in the United States. If you guys have any questions or want me to do any sort of videos on the Galaxy A35 5G, let me know in the comment section down below. We have the camera review, the full review, and of course the gaming review coming out later this week. Hopefully you enjoyed my pros and cons on the Galaxy A35 5G. Hopefully this video did help you out. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and of course subscribe and hit the notification bell if you guys want to be notified every time I upload a new video. This has been Safon from TechRight. Peace out, Tech Gang.